Okay, so I know that you guys one guy likes my shit about me reading the Tikitobi X-Mail Reader article. There's more to it. The reason why I put final maybe is because shit is getting weird as fuck. And I just don't know if I want to read it anymore. I'll still be thinking about it. And I know there's one guy who likes it. So comment down if you want me to keep reading it. And I will put me through the hell of discomfort for you. And give you a shout out. But this is a story I'm writing. And yes, I drew the cover. I'm an artsy bitch. And let me just give you a summary. And I'll read one chapter to see if you like it. Alright. So, Lou was just an ordinary kid. So was his older brother, Jeff. Lou looked up to his brother, but Jeff got shot with a flare gun in the face and obliterated half of it. Lou was a good kid, but that changes later on. So, obviously, this does not sound like the regular Jeff the Killer story, because the original Homicidal Liu story was about the first version, but then the author redid the Jeff the Killer story, so now this one is based off of that one. Now I'm going to read to you the first chapter. This story, the way to goodly summarize this story is depression and murder. For weeks I've been crying. I was concerned about Jeff. Life was incredibly empty without him, even more than it used to be. Even though I would have put, god damn it, I'll do that later. Even though there's bandages wrapped around his paralyzed body, I could tell he was feeling lonely too. I may seem like a hotshot, but believe it or not, I am really depressed because in the Homicidal story, Lou sounds like a perfectly good, like a really perfect kid and everything, that does sports and all that shit. But I'm gonna give him even more character by making him have flaws. So yeah. And I'm trying to use vocabulary he would use. Hotshot, but believe it or not, I am very depressed. I'm really depressed. He was the only thing on my mind. I mean, how couldn't he? He is my brother after all. I was in the hospital with Mom and Dad. Hearing about how Keith, Troy, and Randy's story is such an obvious lie, and how Mom believed it, it did piss me off. How I know is because I know my brother. But because their lie, their like really, really obvious lie was that you have to read the newer story to understand this. But what happened was that their lie was that Jeff was like showing off the flare gun and shit, and accidentally shot his own face. But Lou could see through that act, obviously, because he's very loyal. I don't know, it's my brother, but what pissed me off is that Mom and Dad I was concerned about more was how Mom was more concerned about Jeff's appearance than his well-being. Another thing that bothers me is ever since Keith punched me, something began to burn within me like a pool of rage that turns into hate. I was bathing in it, but something about it seemed satisfying. And when Jeff started pounding on the punks, I can see he had his own concoction. I forgot to put own. but I pretended that I didn't know because I didn't want to think that there was something wrong with us. A tear streamed down my face, drenching my skin. I was anxious about my brother. I mean, I think I actually made that clear. Why would I put that there again? I don't know. How he protected me back there. It seemed like our bond developed more influential than it used to be. Lou, why don't you go down to the hospital cafeteria and get yourself a snack? Dad ordered. The heat began to rise again, wrapping itself around me and welcoming itself inside my throat, delivering a delight. I meant down my throat with its delightful flavor. Are you serious? Go eat junk food while your brother's in the hospital with half his face in smithereens. How like hell. But I couldn't cause a ruckus while Jeff is knocked out, so I tried reasoning with the adults. But I want to be there when Jeff wakes up, I acknowledged. Lou, they told us that Jeff is heavily medicated. They don't expect him waking up anytime tonight. Just go, and if he does come around, we'll keep you paged, Dad replied with a tone that reveals annoyance. I left, but I refused to sit there and eat while my brother is in such pain. So I listened in the discussion. I can't believe that she was worried about. Oh, I already put that. Fuck. I'll fix it later. To be honest, I liked his new face. I'm trying to make him sound more sinister. The ride home was no joy at all. I was the only one that was thrilled that my brother was okay. So I decided to lighten things up by treating my brother that if it's okay coming home. It's okay and his family coming home. So after we got out of the car, I asked about dinner and asked if Jeff can pick out the place to eat and celebrate our survival. But can you believe what Mom said? Just go to sleep, both of you boys. Go to sleep. Yeah, without dinner. She'd rather us go to sleep without food than celebrating her own son. After sleeping, Jeff woke me up. You're free now, Lou, Jeff whispered. Jeff, what the hell are you talking about? I know it doesn't really say that. I pondered. You'll see in the morning. I just wanted to let you know I love you. You just have been my best friend, remember that? Oh, God, fucking shit. Jeff mumbled. I shed a tear and remarked, thank you. Now let me sleep, bitch. When I woke up, my breakfast wasn't made, and Jeff was nowhere to be found. When I went to check on Mom and Dad, I found them both stabbed to death. I began to laugh. Oh, my dear brother, this must be what you meant when you said I was free. I laughed. I ran outside to find Jeff, but one time I didn't, but the one time I didn't look both ways, I got hit by a car. and I think that's bad. I landed on a rock. Everything was black. I am sorry about your family's death. It was a miracle you survived that psycho demon's attack. And you managed to survive by getting hit by a car. You got 737 stitches and no sign of brain damage. A female voice echoed. So yeah, moral of this story, of this chapter, kids, is to look both ways. Or you get hit by a car and get 737 stitches. So yeah. If you want more, I'll read more for y'all. like if it's an audiobook, but with hilarious commentary. Thanks for watching, bitches.